Listen, there's a viewer discussion on this every episode. Make sure you read it.
Just because you're in the streets doesn't mean you're a bad person. Just means that you're in the streets.
iko mi niko sawa nayo, mbona tunarudia tena? Unataka tufanye 3 2 1 tena? Ni sawa, tunaweza fanya hivi tulikive at peace.
I'm confident in myself. Especially now that I have new buttons around me. So, guys, you've never seen me record with a headset, but I have new buttons around me that I'll be playing around with while recording. So if you hear me start talking
like a girl like this. Well, I'm talking about my day and about how this food was not the best, and this this boss of mine.
See, we've never had allegations before, brother. Allegations might start in this season of you having this thing to play around with. That's all.
Allegations about what? About what?
It's okay. Nothing, man.
It's fine. If you don't
when they come through, you'll know they're here. You'll know they're here. But
excuse me, Roy. You're not going to gaslight me. You're not going to gaslight me.
I want to start the podcast, bro, on something like very serious. Last time you started the podcast on something profound. Now I want to start the podcast on something serious.
Me? Last time I was talking about you.
Yeah, you went on a monologue. Exactly.
Okay.
You were there. You were
take your time.
You said you don't like the word ranting. You were opening up, or
I was opening
you'd
up,
like to call it. Yeah,
I was opening up. Yes.
Good for you. We used to do comments of every episode, and we need to go back to doing comments. We've not had episodes, but we still need to go back to going to do comments. But this was gonna be my comment, but I wanna bring it in the front because I was gonna talk on this, man. I just wanna say, the other day, bro. This is the epitome of shower thoughts. So the other day, I was in the shower. I'm just there enjoying. Wow, the water pressure here is amazing. But I was just here enjoying the shower, bro. I was living my best life.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about the episode we had just dropped. The first episode, now that the first one we've done like this virtually.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn it, man. We started the pod on YouTube last year. This year marked first year. Next year, Feb marked second year.
Yeah.
And then in that moment, what led me to the thought of thinking of when did we start YouTube is in that morning when I woke up, I wanted to watch my content creators who I do on YouTube, but they hadn't posted yet. And I was pissed. I was like, mmechelewa. You guys are late. My routine revolves around you post, then I do this, So I was in the shower and I was frustrated. And in my head, man, it just clicked out of nowhere. I was like, broski, there are people who have been like that for like 2 months, man. They've just been going to the page and they're just refreshing and they're not seeing anything. They're seeing nothing and they're sad, man, and they're mad. And then there are those ones who even come all the way and they come to the DMs and they're like, broski, episode, bro, what happened to we missed the pod? We missed, and I'm like, wow. In that moment in the shower, it hit me. I was like, wow. I feel the pain because that pain I felt for not seeing my guys on the YouTube. I'm like, damn, there are niggas out there who feel like that about us. I have never been so motivated to be consistent. And in that, I thought I needed to say, man, for the people who are here right now, because the people who are here right now, the people who were there last time, and they were the same ones who were there the other time. It's like, I'm so sorry. We will do better. This pod is the epitome, bro, of figuring out shit in your 20s. Because every time we have broken up, we've taken a pause, we've done something. It's just a life change. It's just a life. Something is happening in life.
Man.
And it's crazy. It's been the only thing I can give to myself and to Michael and to a producer is we never give up. So you see, even if we go on break, we still come back. We're like, Checky, I know we got life, but somehow it will be consistent. And I round it off to this guy's comment. This guy, his name is, Keruth. I think it's Keruth. On YouTube, he said, mngekuwa serious side tungekuwa 20k subscribers. Lakini ni kama hamna haraka.
That's what he said?
That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's a dagger to the heart. Wow.
Ni kama hamna haraka. And all I wanna say, bro, is I think, bro, if there's another pandemic, we are ready, bro. If there's something that keeps us in the house, we are ready. If somehow we are
Ready.
all in the same country together, we are ready. At this
Yeah.
point, bro, the only even AI comes, bro. You don't know how we are ready, but me and Mike and the producer know how we are ready. Us, we are
So
ready.
ready.
So
Yeah.
literally, all I'm trying to say is, bro, Mike. So I am here, and this is a, whew, this is big chest time, bro. Big chest, not big butt, big chest. This time, I won't
Yeah.
say today, but the day this episode drops, so we will check on that day. When
Yeah.
this episode drops,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
20K subscribers, bro,
Mm.
in 365 days. Ni kitu
What you trying
inafaa
to say?
kutulemea tukiwa serious, bro.
Tukiwa serious haiwezi tukonge ukweli because I think we've
Tukiwa serious,
our
bro.
our supporters are one of the best because again, as you said, people who come and reach out to us and be like, "Hey, bro, Kwani, what's going on, man? I've not seen you guys on my feed in a long time." And for you to be that consistent, even when you
It's
meet them in
crazy.
person, Roy, it's another thing. When you meet people in person and they ask you, "You're in a podcast, right? But I've not seen you guys," and you're like, "Damn, acha nishuke hapa Nyayo, sitaki kufika na wewe tao." Kitu hiyo. Because I don't
Bro,
have an answer for you.
do you know how random it is? And shout out to this person. So there's one of the people I live with, the sister, yo. One day when she
Yeah,
was on video call with her sister, now who lives here,
yeah,
saw my face, bro. Not that from UG,
mm,
saw my face.
mm,
And then
yeah,
now the one on video call saw me, brought me in front, told me to say hi
yeah,
because the sister is landing in Nairobi. What? Bro,
yeah,
Kidogo, she's like, nah, I know I've seen you somewhere. I know I've seen you somewhere.
yeah.
Don't, bro. She pulls up the podcast. I'm like, hi, bro. What do you mean?
Wow.
How? I knew I've seen you walking the street. And I was like, bro, but you're in school. What are you watching? And then I was so happy, but at the same time, I was like, shit.
Yeah,
And we're in that period where we weren't recording, we were just released, I think, episode 100. So I'm like,
yeah. Well,
man, it's just
we're also
random
key.
things. But I'm like, 365 days, bro, 20K subs. What are you saying? What are
You
you
know what?
saying?
Let me tell you something. I think should we even tell them this right now, Roy? That their pod is not the only thing we are doing, bro. There's more that's
It's
coming.
true.
The
Oh yeah,
20K
oh yeah.
subs is
But that's what I'm
20K subs
saying.
are gonna
We should
load.
start doing a shit, road to 20K. And then when we reach 20K, we'd be like 50K. I don't know. We should start putting it here, road, and because I thought about it, broski. We have not dropped
Yeah,
consistently for 1 year. We have not dropped 54 episodes. Mfululizo.
yeah.
Back
Fululizo,
to
yeah,
back to back to back. Nah, we've not done that yet. And I
yeah,
say key
yeah,
emphasis on the yet. I say yet.
yet.
And I'm like, from here where we are,
Yeah.
I don't see, because everyone has everything that they need to make an episode.
Wherever we are in the world.
Bro, we could be like one of our boys. Shout out to him. I am jealous, but I'm also so happy for the boy. The boy is in Brazil, bro. He's in Brazil.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We do
Bro,
videos.
he's in
Anyway,
Brazil.
what you can say is the following. What you can say is the following. Are you asking me if we can or we cannot do it? We definitely can.
20K, bro.
We
We start
definitely
today.
heck.
It's the
What are you
campaign
talking about?
starts. It won't even be busy, but road to 20K. We just, yeah.
We
Because your
definitely
comment,
will.
Ilini, that comment made me feel like, yo, yes, they believe in us. B, it's like, damn,
Yeah.
look at this broski seeing my potential more than I'm seeing my actual potential. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna bring it to the pod. Let me hear what Mike says, man.
Nah,
Because
G. Me,
20K
I
and
definitely think we
365.
can. We definitely will, because that's like an awakening type of chase, and that's why starting today in the road to 20K, you will always every Saturday be there to hear us say, "Hello, everyone, welcome back to Walk in the Streets." It's your boy, Mr. Fahrenheit Michael Kimathi.
It's your local monk, your local gardener, and now your local chef, Roy.
Let me do this thing. I'm gonna learn how to play with this thing because by the time
Enjoy
by the
yourself.
time we are done, I don't think guys understand what we're gonna be doing for the next 1 year because we are trying to implement all this new technology type of nonsense. The humor is still gonna be there, the band is still gonna be there, but with that in mind, we are recording in the month of November. Roy, do you want to tell them why the month of November is important? Why it's
Yeah,
special?
man,
It's
it's
of
the 11th
significance?
month of the year. It's No Nut November. It is Men's Mental Health Month. It
How do you
is No
study
Shave
like that?
November. It is a lot of things. November is a very
What the hell?
intentional month for men. What? It's true.
Study
Let
like
me tell
that?
you, bro, let me tell you a funny story. Let me tell you a funny story. We will come back to where we're supposed to be, but let me tell you a funny story.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit, now my funny story leads to another funny story. Oh my god, we really
Keep
are
going, G.
podcasters.
Yeah,
So before I get so I was in the kitchen. I walk into the
yeah,
kitchen and there's this
yeah.
guy who in our school who is he's a special kid. He's like New Amsterdam, that guy, that doctor from New Amsterdam. He
Okay.
has I've forgotten what it's called.
What does he do?
Especially he has I've forgotten what the condition is called, but he has one of those conditions, and it's not self-diagnosed. It's actually I've forgotten. I shall come back to you, but I think it's one. He's on the spectrum of neurodivergency. Let me say that.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I was going to ask what are conditions.
So
What conditions are these? Okay.
he's such an interesting dude, but he the way he observes and lives through the world is very different. And if you're a bad person, you can take advantage of him. If you're a good person, you can push him through life and show him shit.
Yeah,
But now we were in the kitchen, and then I found this boy, and then I just enter the kitchen.
yeah.
What is No Nut November? And I'm like, whoa. So the one of the big dogs was just asking him, and I was like, I know the big dog, and I'm like, you are aware of what you're asking this kid, but you're just
Where is
having
this
fun.
story
So I was like,
going?
let me see where this goes. Right.
Yeah.
Backstory. So that is why I said no nut in what is November about. But how were we in the kitchen? Why were we in the kitchen? Bro, I did a cocktail thingy the other day, bro, for an assignment. I
Yeah,
had an
yeah,
assignment. You
yeah.
know what the assignment was? To make a cocktail and a mocktail, bro. And you're not
What do you
making
mean?
it in
Like
your
separate
house.
or? Uh,
Yeah, separate. So like one,
yeah,
this is a cocktail, this is a mocktail.
yeah,
Make them.
yeah.
You
Okay.
even you buy the drinks, you buy whatever you wanna buy to make your thingy. Buy, and then you were given a theme, so you theme out your table because you're not selling, you're doing the demo in school for the
Yeah,
facilitators to come and
yeah.
mark and taste and do all those things
All those
live.
things.
And you've never done that shit before, so it's you're there mixing all that, and there's somebody with a notepad and a pen marking you and all that stuff. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you have to dress your table and you have to explain where your drink came from and all that and all that and all that. And
But,
I was very disassociated from this assignment. Yes, ask
eh,
your
what?
question.
Just hold on. When you say make a mocktail, like you come up with something brand new, or you're given a mocktail like Sex in the City, and then you reverse engineer the cocktail.
No, it's not like you're given a virgin mojito and you're told make for us
Yeah,
a virgin mojito, a whiskey sour, make for
yeah,
us a whiskey sour. Nah, you
yeah.
be creative. Go bring us
Or your own
cocktails.
thing. That's
Yeah, go
crazy.
make your
Okay,
own
that sounds
thing.
cool as well. Wow. Okay, sorry. Go on.
Go make your own thing. So me, I was very disassociated from the assignment as whole because I was like, what
Yeah,
is this? If it was a cooking one, I'd be like, yeah, let's go. But this
yeah,
one I was like, aye. But
yeah,
then, man,
yeah.
was it the day before or the actual day? We had not a barista. I feel like not a barista, a mixologist. Yes, that is the nice
Mm,
word I was looking for.
yeah,
A
yeah.
mixologist, and he came and showed
Mm,
us a lot of the 1, 2, 3s, and it was fun. That day, I was like, oh damn, this stuff is fun. Wow, you're
yeah,
there, and then you're using you see the thing, bro, what they use to measure the shot, the metal one that
yeah,
is
yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
two sides, up and down. It's called a
Yes, yes,
jigger,
yes.
bro. So you use the
It's called a
jigger.
jig.
It's like a jigger, jigger, jigger. If you know that reference, I stan you. If you know that reference, I stan you.
Okay, it's not how
That is
you
an
it's how you
OG
say that's the
reference.
problem. But yes, I get the reference. Is that even how it's
Get the
supposed to be said?
reference.
Kachiga. Is it kajiga or kachiga? Kachiga,
Kachiga.
yeah, it is. Fine. Yeah,
But I was
kachiga,
mixing
kachiga,
it because the thing is called a jigger. So I was saying
kachiga.
kajiga. You see
It's
what I'm
fine.
saying?
I got you. Yeah.
Bro, we made
Mm,
cocktails.
mm.
Yo, don't get drunk on your own supply, bro. Me, I was almost gone. On my own cocktails. On my own stuff, bro.
That's the Kenyan in you who came out. You're Nim Kenya ametokea out of nowhere. Yeah.
And you know, I don't even drink, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know me, I low
exactly.
key on the dricky. It's very, and I was like, wow, today is such a. Oh, my boys, my boys, my
Yeah,
boys. Let me tell you something I discovered. Again, I
yeah,
think I should bring
yeah,
you guys this thing home. It's
yeah,
called Smirnoff. You know Smirnoff, but this one, bro,
yeah,
even the name just sounds sweet. So my cocktail had wine,
yeah, yeah.
vodka, and gin, and tonic water, and cordial. And then yeah, it had white wine, gin,
Have you had that
vodka,
recipe? Have you had that
Schweppes,
recipe?
and cordial.
Have you had that recipe? You're the poison.
Yes, yes.
That's
Man,
the poison.
when we do the editing, I will show you
Yeah,
guys like the drinks, man. You
yeah,
can see here. So this is the alcohol one, and then this one
yeah,
at the back is the mocktail. Yeah,
yeah,
this two. So this one is the one that had wine, gin,
yeah,
vodka,
yeah.
cordial, and soda water.
Hey, dog. Hey. That's
Roski,
poison.
let me tell
Yo,
you. So
yo,
I needed vodka because the vodka I bought had ended. So I needed vodka to make four because guys liked it, so they wanted more.
yeah,
Wait, before I get to where I'm going, bro, imagine how cool it is. You're in the middle of classes, you go for break, bro, and then there are
yeah.
students in the
The
like in the
kitchen.
common area,
Ah,
just
okay,
in the
sorry.
common
Yeah,
area, no, in the common area,
yeah.
just doing alcohol presentations. And you as a student coming out of class, it's like, can we
Yeah.
drink? Is like, are we buying? What's happening? You guys can just come. You're not buying. You're just because this was a
You're
demo
not
for an
buying.
assignment.
Oh
You just come
gosh.
and taste and tell us if our cocktails are good, if the shop, bro, guys were getting.
Hey, heaven. That's not
I was
heaven.
like,
Yeah,
wow,
Imejiban.
if Kenya somewhere, there are a few Kenyans right now who are itching because they can feel free alcohol being
Eh,
given out.
kwanza umetoka cut, umetoka exam, alafu unapata tu msee ako hapo tu
Basi.
anakupatia free booze. Free
Ama
booze?
umetoka ile lecturer ana
Huyo lecturer
bongi bana,
mtiaji.
umelala
Oh, eh.
uko
Ah,
hivi alafu
oh yeah.
unanusa tu vodka.
Unafurahi
It's like
unaamka.
wow. And then imagine it's not one station, it's like 5 stations, and you can go taste across all the
All
stations,
of
bro.
them. Can you go as many times as possible, or like you can just go once
As
per
many
station?
times as you want. There's no
You
limits
pick
unless
a
the
lap.
people at the station tell you no. But they
Enough is
give
enough.
you and give. Oh, bro. So now
Damn,
I
but
needed vodka. So I went to
people
borrow
are
vodka.
serious.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I went to borrow vodka.
Yeah.
The vodka I borrowed, bro, was Smirnoff.
Yeah.
But this one is called Smirnoff Infusions, raspberry, passion fruit, and lime flavors.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, sound tamu.
Raspberry, passion fruit, and lime flavors. Let me tell you, my friend, because I wanted to
Sound
taste it to know, is it too strong? How
Yeah.
will I merge it with
Yeah.
what I am mixing?
Yeah.
I put it in my nini like this, no word of a
Yeah.
lie. My
Yeah.
face, bro, it lit, it just, and I was like, bro, you know those sorts of like, wait,
Yeah.
guys, is this
Imekuja.
alcohol?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
mixed? What
Yeah.
is going
It's too
on?
sweet.
And then I held it. You know the ones you hold it and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
And then you
Uh-huh.
start reading, then I'm like, hey. And then I
Hey.
did it again in my mouth. I was like, Allah,
Yeah.
this thing is it just
It's
goes.
it's
It
it's
just goes.
wonderful.
And
Like
even as it's
Nyachoma.
just going, it's so sweet.
Ah,
Na ni tamu, bro. It has flavor. Hiyo
napenda.
nikumbusheni nitaleta tukikuja home.
Me, that's the first time I took radish, but okay, go. It's not the same. It's not the same level. Because I remember the first time I took it, I was so happy. I was like, "Ini nini?" Anyway, sorry, my level is not the same as yours, but keep going. So now we are sick. We have to go back to the guy in your class.
Now the guy in my class was being asked about no nut, and that was such a
Yeah.
funny discussion, and he really failed because I think he knew, but he was just so shy to ask about it
Yeah.
and to say what was going on. So now when we
Yeah.
flip it, man, that's why when you said what November is about, I was like, no nut, because it was very fresh in my memory because of the cocktail thing that we did the other day. But very especially and especially November being the 11th month of the year, it is men's mental health month. Like it is a month just for the mandem, for the broskies, for the homies, for the G's, for the gents.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I
What
have to ask this. Let me ask. I have to ask this question. Is there a is the reason why this is Men's Mental Health Month? Let me just ask. You know what? Let me just ask. Do you think that the reason why there is awareness for men's mental health in November because they are practicing No Nut November?
But I don't see the relation.
You don't see the relation? The way your mind is clear after.
Wait. I just understood. It just clicked. Yeah, it just joined. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
The
Yeah.
way your mind is so clear after. But then now,
Um,
I'm just, oh no, see, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Me, I've thought
It,
about it in the term as they have no release. So it is especially
yeah,
important to look after men during that month because they're one release, they're one
exactly.
is. Bro, shit. I feel like we just minimize the whole male joy experience from a nut. Oh my god. Oh
Because what would the
wow.
other one be?
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
sorry. Let's back to being serious. I'll bring back this back later because let's see
Wow.
what would Men's Mental Health Month look like ideally. What are you supposed to do? That's because I think I have an idea of your answers. Oh my gosh.
Go for a drink with the boys.
Uh-huh.
Choma nyama with the boys.
Uh-huh.
Chise nyama. Here they call it chise nyama. Crazy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, man. Just be with the boys. I feel like a good mental health month is you just being around your homies as much as possible and being around peak male energy. Even uncles and grandfathers, if you do have them, sitting around just chatting with them and vibing and catching up. I think should
What
be a
about
month
people
where
who say
men seek out men.
what about those who say that, that there's too much man in the world today? Because you said hang out
It's
with
too much
peak
man in the world
masculinity.
today.
Yeah, man, like there's too much man. People are trying to get to that point where they can walk with the moon. What was the line? Manifest with the moon, bro. You know? Ujaona hiyo kitu?
No,
Roy,
sorry.
ujaona hiyo kitu?
No, sorry, I haven't
Ah,
seen. This is a
now I
TikTok
failed
reference,
you.
yeah?
Now,
Or an Instagram
not a
reference.
TikTok reference. Me, do I look like wait. Do I look like the kind of person who gives you TikTok references? Me? Me?
I don't, sorry.
Kwenda huko. Anyway,
Sorry, I
so
say sorry.
basically, let's just say someone we know is in a campaign to, you know, make sure that everyone is what with the moon again, Vince? Manifest with the moon and a lot of
I know what
things.
nonsense you're talking about, but no, there's
Exactly.
not enough masculinity in the world, bro. I feel like it's even less, bro.
I think it's a
I
very
feel
it's
like there's not.
exactly. I think it's even
I
less.
feel like there's not enough man, and you, whoever you are, wherever you are, I don't know what you think man is, and I'm not here to define that. That's not what I want us to talk about today. I just
Yeah.
believe there's not enough of man in the world, however you define it,
Thank you.
however you see it as. And yes, there
Thank you.
could be a high level of aggression, violence,
Hmm.
harm.
Hmm.
And me, I believe, yes, those are men, but that's not man. That's not what I'm talking about.
Thank you, my G.
And
TV,
that
Apple.
exists. And that exists because there's not enough man. That's why there's those
Yeah.
type
Hii
of men.
hii sauti
Yeah.
ni gani? Ndio hiyo.
Yeah.
I'm having fun with
It's
it.
just
It's
true.
because I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was telling her that I've been looking around, man, and the quality of men right now, like just typical being a human being. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's so crazy.
It's
So now
terrible.
whenever and then she tells me that we are in men's mental health, man. You should not be saying such things, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I know we are, but it doesn't make my point a lie. Simply because yes, yes, as you said, there's that level of aggression. Kuna hao wako, right? But come on, man. Even just the typical lessons of understanding human notion. Gee, we are far behind. We are far behind. But sorry, I'm interrupting you. What do you wanted us to address in this particular topic?
Like especially it's just in that, when it comes to mandem, I
Mm.
think they always say, when is the last time you cried? When is the last time? Yeah, man, I feel like we equate men's vulnerability to when is the last time you cried. And I wanted to just ask you as a man and the other man in that room, like, what are other ways men can be vulnerable other than crying? Because I feel like the emphasis, oh my God, please cry, cry. Yeah, cool. They've been crying you've been hugging them, or you've been using whatever they said against them. But I feel like we missed the point. There's so many other vulnerability ways or other ways guys can be vulnerable other than crying. Yes, crying is
bro,
one of them, but
bro,
there's more
bro.
than
First
that.
of all, let me. I think we talked about this last year. Let me bring this up again.
Mhm.
I have, and sometimes what I've learned of late is that sometimes, um, the way you deliver things and how you say them could make people forget the meaning of actually what you're saying. For example, today I found out that here in these ends they sell camel meat, bro. Camel
Yes, they
meat.
do. Even
But
camel
now you
milk
can
makes the
eh
best milkshake.
camel, bro. Okay, okay, camel meat. eh, eh, eh. Now you have to change. You know, you have to adjust to your audience. Thank you. So they sell camel meat. But now you see, if I come and say, Roy, uko unauza nyama ya ngamia, it sounds different. It sounds completely different simply because of the tone and how you put it. So now, what I'm about to say, please understand. I am just trying to communicate effectively. So, this thing about crying, oh, I don't understand why there's so much emphasis on it. I'm not saying that you should not cry. Even me, to be honest, that there are times in which there's some water packed in my eyes when I'm watching a movie. See what I'm saying? Like there's that scene in the movie that the water just says to arrive, right? And it can come through. But I how is that a sign of vulnerability? I've never understood it. How that's a sign of vulnerability, I have never personally understood it. Simply because, to answer
Damn.
your question, me when I'm vulnerable with people is when, and this is me being now honest with everyone here, is when I am letting you know something that could potentially, what's it called, um, affect me personally, and I'm trusting that you'll work with it. Now, for me, vulnerability comes with communication. That's it. It's not a matter of now I have to sit down and look at my life and oh my gosh, hii topic inanipandishanga mori. But yes, I'm not the kind of person who
Ah,
believes that we need to chill and whatever and start bringing our emotions forward. I'm not saying that emotions are bad. Please be emotional. I am a very emotional human being, as you guys have seen from this podcast. But come on.
nah, but I feel like
Mm.
even when you say that, it's not vulnerability. Just doesn't mean personally. I'd think that doesn't mean bringing your emotions forward. Even just bringing a situation itself forward. You don't even have to bring how you feel about it. And I agree, facts.
Your
It's on the
thoughts.
communication.
Yeah.
I think the communication is what allows for the vulnerability, and also the vulnerability and communication go together. So like communication is a type of vulnerability, but you can only
Mm.
be vulnerable if there's communication. If,
If
like
there's
they're back
communication,
and
yeah.
forth and forth and back. Yeah. But
Because I think
as
vulnerability involves another person. Cindy, it's not a personal thing. Like vulnerability is, you can only be vulnerable with someone else, not by yourself. Amma.
I don't know. Interesting. Because
Thank you, thank you.
I'm thinking about it in a way is vulnerability. When you're vulnerable, can you be vulnerable with yourself? Yeah, I
You
think
can.
there's a way you can assess a situation within and communicate with yourself in a way that you're vulnerable to yourself. Like you
That's
don't
called
hide
reflection.
from yourself. You see,
Eh?
that's what I'm thinking. Is that just being self aware, or is that like
Yeah,
vulnerability? Because it's like you can know the situation,
yeah.
but also you can examine it and the why and the how I felt and what
Mm,
happened and
mm.
so I don't know that one. I actually don't know if it's
Okay.
vulnerability or self-awareness, but yes, let's say for now it is with another person. You have to be
It's me, I
vulnerable
think it's
with
another
another
person.
person.
But also, now they bring it up, it could also be vulnerability because at the end of the day, for you to accept such a scenario and such a reason for it, I mean, you have to be vulnerable with yourself at some point. Then
Yeah,
that's
I believe
from
so.
what you said, I've gathered
I
that you
think
can be
so.
vulnerable with yourself because
I
vulnerability
think
also
so.
involves that aspect of acceptance that you know what, I'm not only bringing someone else into this space, but even me, I'm in this space and I understand it and I appreciate it. That's what I think.
Mm,
Does that make sense?
mm,
Yeah.
it
So
does.
now,
No, it does.
with that
It
in
does.
mind,
And
with that in mind,
mm,
let me bring up another topic that we've been talking about for some time, and now I want to hear whether things have changed 1 year on. This thing about therapy.
mm.
Has your opinion changed on it? Like, is it important for us as the mandem to go for therapy?
I want to be very politically correct about what I say. So let me
Nah, nah,
Google
nah, nah. We are
something.
being vulnerable here, Kinodia.
Let me no, yes, of course, for facts. I don't disagree with what you said. I just wanna, I just, and when you say, you see, now I'm gonna be very, very, very correct.
Tell me, tell me, tell me.
Therapy is a form of mental or physical health treatment.
Hey.
Involve a trained professional, help address emotional distress, mental health problems, or physical ailments. Now, you see, the thing for me is, if it is this one that particularly involves a trained professional,
Mm,
if you feel like you have to go for it, go for it. If it has been
mm,
recommended for you, they go for it. But
mm-hmm.
now this is unprofessional help, because me, I know
Yeah.
where I'm a professional. But I think as you need to find your therapy. You need to find your
Mm-hmm.
therapy.
Okay, I need to
Now,
get
your
that button
therapy
that says
can be
close.
seen as your escape. It can be seen as your release. It can be seen as your peace of mind. It can be seen as your solace. It can be seen as where you go to connect with the moon. I don't know. It can be seen
Yeah.
as any single one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you must have something, for me particularly, that allows you to
Yeah. Yeah.
de-stress.
Yeah.
And having the one with a trained professional where you speak is very important as well, because Mandem don't speak about things like that. They speak about things, but they don't speak about things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like unaweza pata unajua mse ana go through ABCD, but you don't know
Yeah.
the extent of ABCD.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Now,
me, I
now
think
let.
it's not a must, but it's very, and not in the sense of a pity party for men,
Yeah.
especially in the sense of when you open up to your homies or even your homegirls. Because me,
Mm.
you cannot tell me that, oh, because it's men, you should only go to men. Nah, that be for
Hey,
me. I go to whoever.
you're not saying that. Yeah. Me, because my homegirls
You're
are amazing.
going there not to get pity, but
Yeah.
to be maybe reminded who you are, and also maybe to be given a leg up on yeah. But you know, if you think about it from this angle, and then all of a sudden your mind has amked again, it's readjusted. It's like, oh yeah, 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 and then you're vibing, and then the problem is now
Yeah.
you go there not just to but then I
Yeah.
feel like this is where you need partners and a very close homeboy or a very close homegirl where
Yeah.
you can just rant. Because even ranting, as you saw from
Mm.
somebody like in another episode, ranting is very important. Just let it all out.
First of all,
If a
Don't
few
fall for
a few
it.
moments later.
So I'm getting triggered. I need to understand. I don't like how you're talking about my emotional outburst. Okay?
but to be back here, let me tell you something that I want to bring up, because again, this conversation I had it recently. You see, you said that thing about if you're recommended to go or if you feel like you need to go. What about people who they do something wrong, and then when they do something wrong, they come and say, you know what, I need to go for therapy because of it. Or you do something wrong, someone else tells you you've done something wrong, and then you're told, maybe you should try going for therapy. Is that the correct use of therapy? In your, again, unprofessional opinion, this is where the guys disclaimer. This is very unprofessional. May I just want to understand.
What do you mean, is that the correct use of therapy? Them going to therapy after they fucked up. Is that the correct
Yes,
use of therapy?
yes.
It's
Like,
in, okay. Before, allow me to ask this question. With
mm,
that being framed as a question, what would
yeah.
be a mirror, an inverse, another situation of going to therapy other than going when you've effed up? What's another way? Going before you f up, or going during the f up,
Going,
or
because you see, let me tell you why. Because this is something that I've been thinking about. Last year, you guys were saying therapy is important for not only men but literally for everyone, so that you can get
Mm,
how. Okay, I should also get your voice in this thing, so that you can get to know yourself, man. Just some things you don't know about yourself, and I'm trying to speak like
mm,
Roy right now. Some things you just don't know about yourself, and how when you go for therapy, you get to
mm-hmm,
learn about yourself and whatnot. That's what you said last year,
mm-hmm,
right? Now, that is scenario one, where people use therapy so they can get to know about themselves and also
Mm.
get to exercise that vulnerability, whatever. My question is this: what about people who go for therapy once they've done something messy and then they're like, you know what? I think I should go for therapy. What do you think about that?
It depends on why they're going for therapy in the first place. Like, yes, they fucked up, but why are they going? Are they going to talk about the F up? Are they going to see why they slept? Are they going for their betterment, or are they going for their part? Not pat on the back, but there's something I'm looking for. The lingo has consolation, you know, when you
Eh?
do something stupid and then
Console
like,
yourself. Yeah.
yeah, like, you know, you'll go to the therapist, or you'll go to Mike, or you'll go
Yeah.
to Sheila, and
Yes.
they'll be like, oh
Yes.
yeah, bro, but you know, your mom and your dad, they left you in a boat in the middle of the ocean. That's why you are like
Yeah.
this. So it's fine. And then
Yeah.
there's someone who is like, hey, damn, therapist, I thought I was better. How comes I fell down, or I whatever? And then the therapist and you try and walk it through. So it really
Yeah.
depends on the what. But me, I think if you're going for therapy, I think you're doing something right. Now, the going part is one part. What you do with the
Yeah.
information, the data, the analysis that you
Yeah.
receive in there is what I
Yeah.
think turns some people to narcissists, turns some people into manipulators, some people into
Mm-hmm.
why me, pick
Thank
me,
you.
and all those things.
Thank you.
Because we've overemphasized on the why. We've emphasized
Yes.
too much on why
Yes.
am I like this? Why am I like this? We're trying to find, everyone wants to find everyone wants to find a reason for their
Yeah.
behavior other
Yeah.
than finding a way to behave better.
Ah. Tena wewe. Wow. Endelea tu. Cook, my brother.
So everyone is trying to find a reason to why they are like that, but we're not enough of
Yes.
us trying to find, okay, so I
Yes.
usually leave the toilet seat
Yes.
unwiped. Is there a better way to do this? Yes. What is the better way? Go with
Yeah.
wipes, wipe it, lift it up when you do no. Instead of no, but why do I pee on the toilet seat? Oh, it
Mm-hmm.
is because,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden it is, I have a reason to do what I am doing, instead of I
Yes.
wanna be better, let me
Yes.
fix me, or
Yes.
let me change
Yes.
this behavior. And
Yes.
I see that is the
Yes.
problem I think you have with therapy, especially. And like, you see it like a way for people to shell and find a shell behind their
Mm-hmm.
behaviors, instead of looking
Mm-hmm.
it straight in the eye and owning up to their cheese.
Exactly. Let me now let me
And I
even let
get
me
what
even
you mean.
let me become even biblical here for a second, my G. Because here's my problem. I mean, now ever since our last conversation about this last year, it's been bothering me. And the thing about me is, I usually like one thing everyone will have to know about me today is that me, I like understanding things. I like talking to people until I understand it, not only for myself but for other people. So here's the thing: in my unprofessional opinion, I have learned that the easiest way for you to not have accountability is to say that, you know what, I'm going for therapy for it. And once I understand why I'm doing something, it's now used as a shield or a protection for your future actions, because at the end of the day, you've gone for therapy. Now, my opinion, this is now my opinion. It can be based on ignorance, it can be based on a flawed level of ignorance, but let me state it. I am concerned, or rather, I am concerned when people choose therapy, yet they know they have done something wrong, right? I'll take us to the Bible, right? Bro, God did all these things, and he said, you know what, I'm gonna send you a helper, right? And that helper came in his own unique way. Maybe yours not come through a tongue of fire, but for all of us, unless you are a psychopath, right? He gave us a conscience. When you do something, your conscience will always, even before you do it, your conscience will tell you, don't do this. Do not do this. Right? And that's
For
how
the
you know
plot.
it's right or wrong. Everyone has an inherent way of knowing right from wrong. Right? Now,
The
imagine
plot.
you do something wrong. Sorry? Sorry?
For the plot. For the
Yeah.
plot.
Okay. You're Nyako. So imagine you do something wrong. And then after you do something wrong, you know what? You come back and say, you know what? Let me go for therapy. Instead of, you know that this is something wrong, that you've done it, instead of not only appreciating that this is something wrong and working on not doing it again, you decide to appreciate that you've done something wrong, but let me see why I've done something wrong. And then you do so, and then when you figure out why you've done something wrong, it's like it's supposed to help you from not doing it again. Heck, you missed step one. When you know that you've done something wrong and you know it's wrong, don't do it again. The hell? Why do you need
I, g-
Mm.
I,
Hey,
I
I'm
get, I
getting
get, I get
emotional.
it for you, and yes, sometimes it's not that black and white, but also I think the why. You see now the thing with the therapy, I think the why is good. If you know the
Mm,
why, then you
mm.
can know what you need to affect. It's a way of saying you can go in and fight with direction. You have a map instead of trying to attack from point Z. Instead of starting from point Z, you start at point A because you know where point A is, for example.
Just
But then now the
just hold
why.
on. Roy, just hold on a second. Are you trying to say that this map is so important that when you know that you've done something wrong, you need to find a way to not do it again? That's what therapy will do.
What?
You see,
I've
the
not
map says
understood
that it
what you
will help
said.
you figure out how to attack. Sendio.
Mm-hmm.
So now, because and they'll give you a map of don't start from here, start from or other something like that. That
No, no,
it
no,
will
no,
give you
no. They
some
don't give
sense
you
of
a
direction.
map. The answer
Yeah,
of the why, once you know the
yeah,
why, you have an ideology of why you are the way you are. So let's say, for example,
yes,
we go back to the toilet seat, don. So now you know
mm,
why whatever, why you do that.
yeah, mm,
So what happens is you stop at the why and the why becomes the why and it's just your explanation for every which way. But how it usually is based off the why. You're supposed to be
mhm.
given, what are they called? Not workouts. What are they called? Work. What are they called?
Work plan. I don't know.
Activities. Let me call them activities for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
That you're
yeah,
given by your therapist based on the why. That
yeah,
make you understand the why even more. And it's not for you to stay in the why, it is for you to get, okay, so maybe for example, my father was a loud mouth, so maybe that's why I'm loud with the women in my life. Relax.
mm,
So that's why I get the loudness and the aggression I have, because that's how I saw the love being portrayed
yeah,
between my father and my mother. So now you know
yeah,
that. And then now you're like, oh, cool. Now I am, all right, all right, all right. Shida ni mzae. Naona
mm,
shida ni mzae. Shida ikuwa mimi. Shida ni mzae. But sasa mzae alini affect. Hatuwezi
mm,
change mzae, but mi nitachange aje ndo pia mimi nisiaffect mtoto wangu, but unajipeo solace ya kujua, oh, I am like this because of this. Me, that is
mhm.
honestly why what I understand about therapy, from what I get, it helps you break down why certain behaviors keep repeating themselves, why certain
Yeah,
actions that you do
yeah,
are quite quote unquote outside the norm, and it breaks it down to you in like, this happens because this
yeah,
happened, and it will
yeah.
continue to happen unless you do
Mm,
A, B, C, D. And it's not you do A, B, C, D chronologically and everything is fine. No, of course, even with the chronic diseases, it takes time
yeah,
for the drugs to work on the symptoms. But now you need to continue the dosage, continue the activities. Nika ukiambiwa uko na kansa, lakini kwa ile stage unaweza ua, alafu huu unakanga tu kusema, manze nimechoka juu niko na kansa. Oh my god.
yeah,
Guys, this cancer
yeah.
is really just taking me out. Have you done anything about that cancer? No. You just use it to
Mhm.
explain all your behaviors. And it
Yeah.
shouldn't be like that. It should be like, okay, let me try chemo. Okay, let me try eating kidney beans. Let me try what. And then maybe once in a while go like, oh yeah, the cancer is beating me, but I am beating it
Yeah.
back. It is not gonna win.
Yeah.
But too many people are on the, oh my god, look at me. I'm tired because I have cancer.
Mm,
Wow. I'm not
mm.
talking about actual cancer. Cancer is a very bad disease. You miss the
Yeah.
analogy, go back and come with
Uh,
us all the way and you'll get why I'm
Ooh,
talking
I'm
like
gonna get that
this.
sound. I'm gonna get that sound again of rewind. Rewind now. I can't tell you, Vini. I could rewind. Anyway, all I'm saying is this. I and
But
you
you
see
bring
from
it
that
back.
explanation, that one.
Men
Sorry.
need mental health. Endelea.
Eh.
Endelea.
All I'm saying
Endelea.
is
Endelea.
I understand that explanation makes perfect sense to me. If you're gonna use it as a source of information, perfect. In my opinion, information has two effects on this world right now. There's a lot of information. There's actually so much information that we don't know what to do with it in one spectrum, on one side of the spectrum, and then there's very little information on the other side of the spectrum. So if you are using this as a source of information, perfect. However, please, Akia Mungu, please, this is now a plea to all of you guys. Because I have friends who go for therapy, who have gone for therapy, who have their own unique struggles here and there, right? And the reason why I wanted us to have this discussion is the following: those friends of mine, I've seen what therapy has done for them, because they are not only understanding whether they're getting this information, but they're also working on it. I am against this kind of narrative where I get to know myself, and now that I've known myself, I'm using that as my identity. Where,
Mm.
like, there's this line, Ati. This line I've had it a lot. Okay, I've had this line so much. Ati, I was in a supermarket, and then someone ran across from me, and then I thought they're gonna steal my shoe or something. And then this the following line. They say, my anxiety got to me. I'm sorry. What? In which day and age are we owning up to things, or rather are we taking possession of things that we are trying to fight against? Why are you saying it's my anxiety? Bro, it's let it go. The job is to work from it. I understand what anxiety is. Some of us go through it worse than the others. People have anxiety attacks and whatnot. But please, whatever you're working through, this is my particular message for the month, for all the Monday. Whatever it is you're going through, please understand this. That you can. It's not yours. Just let it go. That's why we say go and talk to the boys. Go and talk to anyone. Go talk to you. I have amazing homegirls. Yesterday I was driving from Meru to Nairobi. That was a 5-hour journey, and me I was with my homegirl, and I'm telling you, it was the best. Okay, it was the best drive I've had in a long time. 5 hours just yapping, for no particular reason. Please, just you go for therapy as a source of information. That's my opinion. If you want information, go get it. Don't use it as a reason to have an identity. If because if that's a concern already. If you don't know your identity without therapy, that's a concern for me. That's for me. But yeah, I just want to say that.
Nah, but funny enough, I was talking with my mentor the other day, and he asked me how was I doing, and I said,
Hey, bro,
and then he was like,
stop
"Cut
talking
the
about
bullshit. Don't give
conversations
me,
like that.
don't,
Stop telling people about what
what?"
we talk about. Stop telling people about what we talk
Nah,
about.
wait.
Don't
It's
tell them that we
important.
talk like that, bro. Please breathe. Please.
Why can't I drop talking to my mentor? What's wrong about? I love my mentor as an OG.
I'm not, thank you. Stop telling them I'm your mentor like that in person. Mentorship is supposed
It's
to
not
be
you,
personal.
bro. What the hell? Now I've heard
Stop
what you were
denying me
saying,
in
idiot.
public as well. Hey, wait, relax.
So, so I was talking to my mentor,
Okay, sorry.
and he
Yeah.
asked me, "How are you? How are you?" And he was like, "Please don't give me those BSs of I'm fine, I'm good. Like beneath the okay, fine and good, how are you?" And then I gave him a very detailed answer, and he got back to me, and he was like, "First of all, congratulations on being able to look within and identify your pain points, identify what you're going through, identify your emotions, because it's not something that everyone can do." And why I say this is based on that sentence you've just said. If you need to go to therapy to get I think you said identity or to know who you are, it's a problem. I think it's a step rather than a problem. It's a step of like, okay, maybe me on my own, manze, hii kitu imekataa. Let me go seek what a professional will lead me on to, and then I can move on from there. Because sometimes, man, it's
Okay.
really hard to do the introspective
Yeah.
things. Like you don't know where to start, how to start. Najiongelesha,
Mm,
what does that even mean? Ati I'm journaling, what does that even mean? Kujournal pia is a form ya kujiongelesha. It's a form of talking to
mm,
yourself. But it's like, what does that
mm,
even mean? And then, oh my God. And then the Instagram influencers and the TikTok influencers who do mental
mm,
health are the most
mm.
put together human beings in the world. You
On
will
the
never see a
planet.
person who is more put together than a mental health influencer. They are doing
Hey,
mocha in the morning, they are doing yoga, they have a steam bath, they
hey,
have a run club, they do pilates, they have a
they
meeting,
wake,
they do chai
bro.
latte,
They wake up
they go do
they wake up in the
gardening.
morning. They
Aye.
pray to God. ati
Bro,
unaomba
they
Mungu
burn
alafu unafanya
incense,
journaling
bro.
alafu una
Kidogo they go up to the mountain
ah
and give a sacrifice like the days of Abraham, broski. It's insane what those people do.
na bado unaenda kazi
But then I
sisi
don't
tu, which is I don't, where do you get this time to wake up in the morning and do all of that before you go to work? Excuse me.
I don't
Sorry.
I hope I find this person again on my feed. But there's a person I found on my feed who does mental health content. And it was the most real life shit I have ever seen. It was not
Yeah.
overly produced. It wasn't, bro, ni kama ameweka tu kamera akiwa kwa desk yake akijaribu kufanya kazi. Alafu the caption
Yeah.
is, yeah, even us mental health girl we're not winning every day. And everyone was
Yeah.
there like, "Bob, I love you." And then I went to the page and it's like such real content and images with captions about real life. And I'm like, your hair is messy. You're in sweatpants. You're wearing a baggy t-shirt. Your counter is dirty. You are really making content in real life. These other people like that Ashton guy who used to pose in the air. Anyway, I can go on a
He still
rant and a
does.
rant
Apparently,
and
he
a
still
rant.
does job.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't know what you will think about what I'm about to say next, but before I say that, all the man then please take care of your health, take care of yourself, make sure you have people you can talk to, make sure you have activities you can do. Pray to
Yeah.
God if you pray
Take your
to God,
time.
talk to Allah if you talk
Yeah.
to Allah, talk to your parents, your siblings, your girlfriends, and by this I mean home girls, talk to your boys,
Yeah.
talk to your mentors.
Take.
If you have a dog, cat, play with it.
Yeah. Also, if you when you get the chance and the time, there's this TikTok page, amazing page. It's called the Local Monk. Oh my gosh, go and watch that guy's content. It's amazing. It's honestly worth your time. It helps you. It helps you grow. So yeah.
Facts. It actually